No need for a news update. As except as you know, like late breaking news, a bunch of employees from Starbucks is in for questioning about 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 a bunch of their customers being poisoned and supposedly dying. Sad, However, thanks to some heroes, we now brought in the poisoner, but he's insists that he works for someone else. Yeah, another breaking news. Another breaking news. Jack Victory Ortega is also making another speech with his vice president and vice president's little assistant. They also insist on having Secret Service around him all the time, just in case.
Is the show doing
And
the
yeah, that's the news. Everyone okay?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. Back in your enclave. You notice a plane flying overhead. And someone skydiving from the plane.
Wait, seriously? She's gonna fucking skydive in? She's an aeromancer. She can fly on her own.
Yeah, but she, she's arrogant. She's just as arrogant as her brother, but arrogant on the more positive end.
She sees herself as invincible. Is probably the best way to describe it.
Yeah. And yeah, as you tell, she skydives right in on the center, right here in the center. And of course, the school doesn't. Of course, the school doesn't curve invention, but in fact, most of the students see her as pretty much a legend, if you will. Like, yes, thank you very much. Unfortunately, unfortunately, I have to visit. Unfortunately, I have to go. Something. Unfortunately, I have to go. I have some business to take care of. But, but later on, I'll show you my aerial techniques.
Geo is just floating nearby on a stone, looking not amused.
And a second, crowd disperse. He flips from happy to serious. Like, okay, so what's going on?
To be honest, we're not entirely sure exactly who is involved with what. We believe that your brother has gone warlock and made a deal with a demon to get more power, and he is the running mate of somebody that was enhanced with extremely dark necromancy. Still trying to figure out how to break that.
But of course.
Yeah, because I doubt a bunch of Mercurochrome going to do a whole lot with this.
Say again?
I was just saying, like, I very much doubt a bunch of Mercurochrome going to do a whole lot for getting rid of that necromancy stuff. Homeopathy.
So, necromancer and warlock. Oh boy. I would say I'm surprised by my brother, but I'm not. That's why got away from that whole family years ago once I graduated. How's my niece, by the way?
She's surviving. Made an unusual ally, but she's surviving nonetheless.
Hey, you said my sister-in-law's still alive?
Yes, the council is looking into trying to help her.
Actually, one of the council members said, where I finished her paperwork. Apparently, like she said, she gone to gone to London New Courts and says, "Hey, I have a arrangement, so we're working on striking their arrangement completely off the record, but at least from here, he can activate it."
Well, the thing is, there are tricks to make sure she's comfortable without, without what was it? There are tricks to making someone comfortable when they're in a crappy deal like this that are non-monetary that can't really be taxed or messed with by the agreement. So yeah, i.e., basically she gets non-monetary compensation in the form of room and board and things like that.
Like, well, what happened to the West Ring over here? Oh, right. It was destroyed. Well, let me actually properly introduce myself. I am Yo-Yo, Lola Yelran, younger sister of my brother. Can't exactly say it proud anymore. Um, looks like you're pretty much flying to all this.
Yep. I'm just listening in and observing what everyone's doing. They're kind of talking stuff out my depth.
Well, she shakes your hand anyway. Like,
I shake hat back.
you must be DeadSec. Nice to meet you.
Do.
Pyro, where are you right now? I want to meet you too.
Who is she looking for?
Pyro.
Hello.
Hey, nice to meet you. She extends her hand.
Shake back. Shake your hand.
I'm assuming after the stunt that she pulls, she isn't exactly welcome here in this village unless necessary.
I guess.
And she gives Seawall an elven salute.
He gives the greeting back.
All right, guess let's get started. Any plans? Let's get started. Apparently, we can't exactly attack him because of all the Secret Service agents around. So we have to cripple him, or at least, force him to break a law.
Or the better option would be
Driving
find a
him
way
insane?
to weaken. No, the better option would be trying to break the pact between him and the demon. I hear when I've read when you let a demon inhabit yourself, if the pact is broken, it is extremely violent. And not only that, but under elven law, well, it will trigger the failsafe. It will trigger the failsafe in the family charter.
Yeah, that means Alexa would get all the money.
Well, control.
Well, control.
She'd become head of the. She should be the head of the family.
That solves one problem, but the presidential problem is still something completely different. I heard Mr. Firestoner still has a considerable amount of funds, regardless. And he can't exactly take money from the goblin.
Yeah, but there's a slight issue. It turns out your VP is, made a deal with a demon. That doesn't reflect well on you as the candidate. it will cause a massive shift in the polls and put him on the defensive. As I said, if we can find out the name of the demon, I can try to forcibly break the pact in a public manner.
True. Yeah, that is very, very much true. Very much true. All right, let's go to All right, let's all go to the library to figure out. Okay, obviously my brother's a pyromancer, so obviously a fire demon is the best sort of action.
Obviously.
But then she looks at the paper. It's like something's off with the other one, though. That's it. That's it. That's it. Are you here?
I am.
Yeah. Do me a favor. Keep a camera out for around the enclave. See if you can upgrade the camera system. If you see this goblin, then let us know if something strange is happening. I don't
Okay.
trust this one,
All right.
at all.
Will do. I'll just start setting up my equipment and just begin the process of getting into the city's camera system.
Also, the school library, probably not the
Just not going to
the best library, but my personal library probably does have useful information. Not only that, but it is fully staffed.
Well, then lead the way. I can't exactly teleport.
He holds out a piece of cloth to make sure that you don't know where it is.
It's one of those libraries. All right, okay.
Yeah, if it makes you feel better, my actual analog compass just goes spinny while there.
So I assume my world.
No, it actually points straight to the center of the castle.
So I assume my global compass in my head is going to point the same. Yeah, boy, this is going to be fun.
Yep. Well, yeah. So he basically does the whole, makes a platform, she can stand on it, flies over that way, make sure no one's looking, and gets everyone in the back door. I really should build an underground tunnel at some point. That is an entrance too. Whatever. Later on.
All right.
So once she's secured inside, I'll remove you. I'll say you can take off the blindfold, and she sees she's basically in the courtyard of the castle. And she may actually recognize the constellations in the sky. They're the old world constellations.
Like, oh my goodness. I haven't seen this in... Wow.
It's a recreation, not an original. This is a pocket dimension taken from the old world.
I could stare at this forever, but like I said, we have a job to do.
Yep. And I don't know if DedSec has been here since the last time, but obviously he's already seen the place expand out. But now he sees farmland has been set up, and there are golems that are harvesting the fields. There are basically golem suits of armor walking around the castle at various defensive points, though not human sets of armor, elven. And once they get to the library, they see these little will-o'-the-wisps flying around, books floating behind them. Places, as I said, fully staffed now.
All we need to see is a bunch of walking broomsticks, and then it'll be awesome.
There's one in the corner currently sweeping up.
Yes! So what are those golems growing, anyway?
Various old world plants. There was a seed vault here, and because this place can simulate the conditions of the old world, they grow quite well. Very useful for alchemical ingredients.
Okay.
I'm just gonna assume that your enclave is here, hidden, of course.
Of course, it's hidden within the enclave. Where else would I put it?
Okay, little guy. All right. Give me all the books you know on fire demons and fire lords.
He'll point her towards the section on demonology and warn her there is a forbidden area and to avoid that. If she needs something from it, to come to him first, or talk to
I,
one, or to talk to one of the spirits of knowledge to reach out to him while he does other research.
uh, okay, I understand. And she starts, and she starts looking on the looking in the libraries. I guess you have to make a library check to find out which demon it is.
I'm going to assume this can be covered by magical theory,
Yep,
fully, partially, or fully.
fully since you're in your own library.
Got it. So outside of it, it would have been like what, a -2.
Yeah.
Do I get any bonuses from support?
Not this time because you don't know which fire demon it is.
Damn it. Only 23. I'll have to try again later.
Yeah. Kiri, I guess you can make your first security check.
Sure thing. Security's not a skill.
Well,
It'd be
I meant
technology.
Yeah,
to hack the cameras, I say.
that's technology.
Not that great.
Not that great. You got control of a fourth of the cameras, but
Actually, let me check something. I think 25 is actually really powerful in a tech check.
let me see.
Tide, to let you know, a
Yeah.
25 is enough to hack into government communication systems. Heroes often access special government channels with successful DFC 25 check. They can get illegal access to government systems.
Which
Obviously,
was obviously enough to get the government the cameras working. So yeah,
you hear reference to a machine that is preventing terrorism from happening. Hint,
Yeah.
hint, nudge, nudge. What was it? Person of interest reference.
Yeah. All right, so you get the cameras working, but you can't find Yelran, but you can't find Mr. Firestoner yet.
All right, I'll have the cameras set on to basically swap between cameras and have it try and feed the photo of the goblin in question, so that way it will freeze on on something that matches, and that way I can at least get an idea of where he is. So basically, it's like going between all the cameras in the city, in the enclave, and once it gets a match, finds him, I'll get a ping to indicate where that camera is.
Well, technically, it's the city because he's banned from the enclave. But it's suspected he bombed bomb one of the buildings.
Yeah. He also considers bombs as effective. What's a good way to put it?
Self-defense tools.
Is a self-defense tool.
I'm a goblin. Of course, I'm going to use bombs as a self-defense tool. What else do you want me to just use? Yeah, goblins are assholes in this world. I guess Seymour can make another check while Dex sets up his camera view system.
Would check. Another technology check.
No, Seymour for to look at the library again.
Hold on one moment. 32.
Okay. So, after about 3 hours, you actually. Okay, so this taking place 3 hours later, you actually do find a list of a list of names for particularly very high demon, fire demons, including Bowler, Al- Alistair, and damn it, and someone named Amy for some odd reason.
So I've got three demons based on three demons that could be based on his power and what he's been.
Bowler, as in
Yeah.
Finn Balor from WWE. I guess that's actually a name of a demon that he's remitted it. Hello?
Hello.
Yeah, we hear you.
Alright, so you have three demons to choose from. And that's like you finally found Mr. Starter.
Ah,
Firestorm.
okay. Where is he located? And I'm going to just relay that information to everybody.
Alright. He's located he's sneaking to a back alley for some reason.
Are you going to let Geo know?
I'm relaying that information to everybody.
Okay.
You're part of everybody, aren't you?
Yep. Miss Yelran, please stay here and continue researching. We have to deal with a goblin infestation.
So I assume you're running off?
Yep, I'm also giving instructions that she is not allowed to leave to the guards, but to assist her in what way. Basically, here are the rules. If she needs access to something forbidden, they contact me. I've got a little magic mirror, so the base can always contact me. So that's rule number one. Rule number two, rule number two, if she needs mundane assistance, something to eat, place to sleep, they'll provide it, no questions asked. Rule number three, she can't leave without Geo's permission.
Got it, and God, just point me to the bathroom or be off. And,
Yeah.
now you can leave me alone.
Yep.
Actually, I have something else to do. I'll ask one of your assistants. Thank you.
No.
Alright, so I assume the train is going to go out to fight a goblin.
Yep. We are all going to get the goblin.
You're gonna kick the shit out of him.
You find the goblin, which didn't exactly prepare for this, but let's use this anyway. First, let me delete all this. Actually, yeah, I'll just use this instead. So there's your little goblin. Well, obviously in a suit instead of the thing I have him right now, but
Where do you want us to put our icons down, or not yet?
not yet. Depends on the situation. So, who's going to approach him?
Geo will kind of be floating above the ground nearby him, and I'll have you guys keep an eye out.
All right.
You know you're not welcome here.
Really? There's no proof that I destroyed one of your universities. There are plenty of people with bombs. You could get that online.
I didn't even ask that. I said you weren't welcome here. Why are you admitting to crimes?
Oops, my bad.
And Geo is just going to basically fold his arms and contain him again.
I'm getting sick and tired of containment, you know?
So hold on. Believe it's still an 8. 24 versus his dodge.
And 1 second since I didn't set his dodge yet, but I have an idea what it
Well,
will be.
dodge plus 10, yeah. Remember, it's a static number I'm targeting. You don't need to roll it. You just need to tell me if I beat it or not.
Oh, dodge plus 10. He barely beats it.
I barely beat him.
No, he barely beats it.
Wow, this guy's got like no this guy's got like no toughness then at all.
No, you find out why he's very agile.
Yep. Okay,
Like,
so
oh man,
so I
well.
miss.
1 second, let me just type this misses out real quick. Anyway, like, this back hour seems nice. No one's gonna bug me here. As he slicks back his hair, it's been a while since I actually had to get to work, but you pushed it. And you see his hair. It's actually well dyed on, and his real hair is red. If you know where this is going. In other words, he's a red cap, aka a professional assassin goblin.
Oh goody.
Now, unless you want every single citizen to die, then just leave me alone. I have places to be. I have people to go, places to be. I'll leave your little city. I have bigger fish to fry anyway.
Geo just says to himself in Elven, harmony will be crafted, and launches into a regular attack, but he'll be doing an accurate attack. So we pull up what that one it would be. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do what's called an accurate attack.
All right.
Let's see. Do I have that ability? It should be. Here we go. Accurate attack. So he's basically using smaller stones to target this guy at the negative of a -2 to the damage in the end. So, damn it, this guy must have a ridiculously high dodge because I'm still targeting his
Dodge.
I'm still targeting his dodge.
Yeah, his dodge is 25. What? No. But not 25.
That means if he's following our rules, he only has 3 toughness.
Yeah.
Or less if he's a lower power level. So he's gonna go down like a fucking bitch if we ever hit him.
Yeah, but that's the thing. he's an assassin, so he's going to try to speed around you. Like,
Geo's going to be keeping his distance, probably a good 100 feet above and away from him. So just kind of
yeah, pretty
working
much going
through
to
the
be
air.
running around and dropping bombs everywhere. But as she knows you surrounding him, it's like, okay.
Is that a cyborg zombie without a head?
No,
I
it's
guess
a
I guess
no, it's
Kenneth got an upgrade.
Yep. The chain gun's been made internal into the arm.
Oh, okay.
I guess we could still. All right. I guess for now we could do some rolls real quick. 1 second. Oops, one thing.
What was that? Did somebody hit him?
No, I hit by accident.
Oh, okay, got it. Yeah. Wow, he actually has 0 toughness, or like 1 or 2 toughness.
Nope, 0.
Ow. Basically, if he rolls below average, I knock him out in 1 hit, even with the weakened power. Let's see, under... Yeah, basically, it'd be a DC 22. I could basically knock him out with the Earth move. Hold on, let me roll my initiative. There we go.
All right, try to hit the goblin.
All right. Let's go up to here. Take out the thermobaric gun. Crit.
Damn.
Ooh. Ooh. Doesn't the crit increase the DC by a little bit too?
Not sure how much, though. I might have just one-shot at him.
So yeah, he's got to roll his toughness now. Oh crap! He just completely got shit canned. He's out like a light.
Oh, so much for a high speed battle.
It was a high-speed battle. It just ended in 1 turn. All right, restrain him.
Yeah, Geo's going super heavy. He's putting lots of rock on him while we scan him for everything.
Okay, so obviously he has goblin bombs and and his and his red tat scythe.
What was that?
and his bloody scythe. Pretty much he takes
I'm
blood. Pretty much he takes blood and forms into a scythe to cut some of it that gets close to him. And like I said, about 20 times minutes that could form into a bomb.
Jesus.
And you find one other thing: a dead man switch.
At least he's not dead.
Yeah, but the switch is goblin tech, so not exactly the best of quality, if you know what I mean.
So it's a 50-50 shot that it thinks is dead.
Yep.
I'm going to try and hack my way into that machine and try and make it so it thinks he's still alive and kick.
Wait, is it a machine or is it magic? Or is it both?
Both. So that's like gets the machine half. So someone's trying to get
I'm
the
just
magic
going to
half.
buy a 10. I'm just going to buy a 10 and get a 28 on my magic check.
All right. So both checks passed, and the switch it's thinking he's alive. Let me actually see what happens if actually one
Wait, we
second.
killed him?
I
No,
think
it's alive.
he just wants to roll and see what would have happened.
Oh, okay, got it. Yeah.
Yeah, as you check the machine, you find out that there was being he placed a lot of bombs in New Hope, and if you would fail that check, he would have leveled it to the ground. Hello?
Hello.
Yeah, yeah, the bombs are. Yeah, there's a bombs connected to the city of New Hope, and if you failed that check, yeah, he'd been a bunch of explosions in the city would have went off. But you don't have to worry about that now. Congratulations, you beat the goblin.
Yep.
As he comes to from a can pointed in his face. Oh, what the hell? I'm getting old. Alright, I'll leave town. Just don't point a gun away from me. And give me my goblin bombs.
No. You're a red hat. You need to be contained for good.
And how are you going to contain me? Both my murders are done in the old world. In fact, you're going to be your... easy, loud girl, easy. But
Why
yeah,
should I?
most of my murders are done in the
Do
old world. You
do you
can't
not know
prove I
who I
killed
am?
anyone in the new world yet.
Who
Keyword
I
yet.
am? Do you know who I am, Goblin?
Oh yes, that someone tries to bring balance to the world. Cornelius told me already. He told me that your organization is pretty much a joke and this is all just a stupid thing
There
of...
isn't there isn't an organization. There is only one at any time. There are those that help, those that are allied. But it's
Yeah,
not a
yeah.
joke. To him it's a fairy tale. That's the nobles what they think about it. What's happened to some of the dark houses.
Yeah, but what are you gonna do? You can't prove I killed anyone. And yeah, I admit to my murders in the old world. I'm a red hat. This is actually what we do. But for the new world, I'm just a humble businessman. my lawyers will have me out of jail within the hour. So go ahead, lock me up. I have a team of lawyers fly down here before you even get saved. Blink. Before you even blink.
You assume I'm going to be handing you to the police.
Don't you have some like deep black hole or something you could just stick him into?
I should be able to keep him contained. Let me check one thing, though. I'm going to scan him for magic. Is he magically enhanced? 28 check.
Uh, uh other than other than blood forming to a scythe, yes.
So I should be able to keep him contained within my facility. The security requires extensive magic to bypass. So basically, I'm gonna cover basically sealing him in a stone coffin right now, making sure his hands and legs are bound in like stone manacles. Make sure that they're overly thick so that they're too heavy for him to lift up on his own.
Cadence pops in. If you want, I could just chop his fingers off.
Gio just looks over to her and goes, "No."
He's a goblin. They grow back, don't they?
No, they don't.
Oh, wait, no. That's lizards that grow tails back, right?
It's only specific species.
He looks lizard enough. Fine. Fine. You can just seal him up.
Yep. I'm gonna basically he's still in the stone coffin, no idea where he is, and I'm gonna be dumping him out unceremoniously into the into one of the things.
Also, as you actually notice all this, you gotta see a you gotta see a you gotta see a laser scope point on his head, but he's
in a stone coffin right now.
No, until he puts in a stone coffin, then laser scope turns off. As if someone's actually watching you to make sure nothing is happening.
Yeah.
Track that back for me. Track that back for me, DedSec. See who's getting involved.
Got it. Using basic trigonometry and looking through multiple spectrums of light, could I ascertain like roughly where the scope was coming, where the laser was pointing from? Technology
I don't know
roll.
what kind of check that. Okay. Yeah, it's right here. Yeah, it's right here.
All right, somewhere in that building.
Find out who it is and why they're working in my town.
All right, we'll do. Cadence, you got this? Yes. All right, off I go. Jetpack away. Woo!
It's like,
Back to the area.
Calm down, hero. As you see the camouflage fades out, then it's Margaret the sniper.
So,
hey, I was just making sure everything's okay for that goblin. Just because the board tells me not to kill people, doesn't mean I'm going to not take the initiative, especially if it's in my hometown.
Quick question, out of character. Margaret, she was the brother of that other sniper, correct?
Yeah,
husband,
the quiet one.
Wife, yeah.
Not going to shoot us this time, are you? Actually, she never did that.
I'll never accept a job within this city. That's my rule.
All right, good enough then.
That's why my husband's back home. It's not that he doesn't respect the rules. I just don't want him to take any. I just don't want him to get tempted.
Have you considered telling him that if he dares try that he'll be enjoying the couch for the foreseeable future?
If he dares join that, he'll be joining the grave in the near future.
Even worse.
I want to brag, but I'm a better sniper, and besides, he can't exactly do close quarter combat. As a friend, As a friend, Power knows I can do close quarter combat.
Yep.
By the way, maybe wait a long while rematch against him to see if I haven't fight in a long time. No weapons, no armor, just gold fans and fisticuffs.
That would be interesting to watch. Well,
Anyway,
So yeah,
Good one, then.
I keep him sealed in that stone coffin and then unceremoniously dump him out into one of the holding cells.
you can't
Specific-
get away. You can't get
Specifically,
away
one of
with
the ones
this.
that one of the ones that doesn't actually have the magic. One the ones that doesn't have the magic dampening field because we know he doesn't have magic. Or wait, does he have magic?
He does. Remember the cipher
Oh, yep.
generally
Yep.
from magic.
Yep, got it. Throwing him into the magic dampening one then.
You can't get away with this. I have money, money.
I probably have more than you, and I don't care. Click.
You have businesses and he locked up.
We'll keep him contained for now. I've got a feeling that with him gone, his relatives are going to loot his company. Actually, you know what? Is it possible for me to get in contact with one of his family's rivals? Or sorry, with one of the rivals within his family?
Probably. You might have to ask Extra to help.
Well,
both.
I'm assuming I can do just a general knowledge check.
Oh,
since
sure,
I do have,
go ahead.
18. Do I track down any?
Across the United States, you actually find the Skybird Company.
Is that a branch family?
No, that's a rival family.
Not a fan of giving people insider information, but these are goblins, so DedSec, can you get a secured communication link between me and them? I want to give them an anonymous tip that the owner of the Firestoner company is currently missing.
All right. I'll spend a couple minutes setting that up and take a 10 for a 26 in technology.
All right. A couple minutes later.
Yep. And basically, we're using an anonymous email account that can't be traced back to us.
All right. A couple minutes later, the reply thing you were like, thank you very much, fair citizen. We will enact this as soon as possible. If we wish, we could give you a 10% discount on this valuable information, if you will.
Well, if they're actually offering something, I would basically send a reply saying, all we want, if you want to settle any debts with us for this information, is basically he'll basically just give a series of bits of information, but it'll include the stuff that we actually want. Basically, we're going to try to not bury them in paperwork, but instead hide what we really want. Basically, we're going to go with information on his business deals, i.e., what is he doing with the Yelran family, but all of his business deals. We want information on his who he's if he's supporting any any non-business organizations, which would include things like PACs and political groups, as well as any communications he has with these.
That's a.
Also information on trade secrets.
He responds, "That's a lot of information, but given the price you just paid, we will part with this information for now. Just give me a few.
It's going to take them time to take control.
I'm about to say, just give me a few days, and we'll
hostile takeover time.
Huh?
Hostile takeover time.
Yeah. Like I said, it's going to be a few days. Even goblins can't act that quickly.
And I guess we're going to start interrogating him for. We'll use some of the guard golems to try to interrogate for more information. Well, more specifically, there are guard golems that are under command of a spirit of knowledge. So we'll just keep him in interrogation near constantly. He'll get some sleep at night, but not a lot.
I don't know you anything. I'm used to sleepless nights. When
So yeah, we'll keep him contained in here for a while. I'm also going to that blood site that he created. I'm putting that into the vault where the other dangerous weapons go.
you can't. It's actually part of his. It's actually part of his body. When he slicked his hair back, that's when it's like.
Oh, got it. But he can't generate it while he's in there. So
yeah, when he slicked his hair back, that's when the site was created. So
got it. Understood. So yeah, he's contained. He can't do magic. The door is magically sealed from the outside. So he would have to know advanced magic theory, actually better than Geo, to bypass it.
pretty sure this does it because he's a goblin. The best they could do is alchemy,
Yeah.
but not advanced magic.
Well, as I said, I would argue that's under magic theory. Alchemy's under magic theory. So you could use alchemy for it, but you'd probably get a minus for it.
Probably not. I'll probably roll later for that.
Yeah. Does he have higher than a plus 20 to magic?
Of course not.
Then I don't think he could ever roll high enough. Because I'm basing it off of the security system, which I've maxed out.
Like, even if I make him as broken as freaking Ryu back in the day, I don't think I'm get. I don't think I'm
like
get that broken.
I would like to note that Geo, if he rolled a 20, couldn't beat his own system.
Damn.
It is a DC 40 to bypass.
So even an alchemist can't.
Well,
even a master alchemist, a master goblin alchemist can't beat it without being very, very dedicated to his craft.
Yeah.
And as a businessman, obviously not that dedicated.
Yeah, so yeah.
So
also, Kiri, just to let you know, this place can do Elven cuisine if you're curious about authentic Elven cuisine.
Okay. I'll try some Elven cuisine.
Yep.
So you locked up a goblin and you have about 20 and you got about 20 talismans that could turn to goblin bombs at any time.
Putting those into I'm going to put those into the vaults.
Okay.
Into the armor.
I would say you have to use magic to activate them, but you can just put them in the vault too.
Yep, I'm just storing them. Look, I'll probably try to reverse engineer them later, see if I can't find some use for them. Even though I'm not a fan of goblin bombs, having explosives handy is useful.
Okay, well, here's the goblin bombs in my world. The more magic you concentrate to it, the larger the explosion should be. So
I'm more likely going to try to make like breaching charges and things like that because there's not everything is made of stone.
Yeah.
Or stone-like material. Like I would argue that my powers work on concrete to some limited extent.
Yeah. So to make. Okay, so let's just say this: if Geo and Siri combine their powers into one bomb, they can level half a city.
Makes sense.
But they have to concentrate like every single drop of magic they could get.
Well, I'm assuming that's Geo without turning off the safeties that are his magical tattoos and going completely out of control. But at that point, we're talking about a massive earthquake at the same time.
Yeah, and that with Siri, like I said, one goblin bomb could level half the sea if necessary.
Yeah. Yep, I'll definitely see if there's any use for that anywhere. So everything is now going to be nice and safe and contained. I'm assuming he's yelling at from the magic mirror in the study. We can watch him. Is he just yelling?
Of course. Like, you can't do this to me. I have business contact to deal with. My brother's been here a couple hours. As soon as he can find where he is.
Not gonna lie, I'm gonna quietly short I'm gonna short his stocks. Just kidding. Not gonna. I'm not gonna short any stocks, but I'm gonna see. I'm gonna keep an eye on if he's a publicly traded company. I'm gonna keep an eye on the stock evaluation.
So I can just fast forward to the next day. Yelran Incorporated stocks have dive bombed recently.
Ooh. So
Like-
the Yelran company's
So
actually
not
being-
Yeoman, the Firestar brain has dive bombed recently. The Yeoman
Yeah.
company has actually pulled out of the deal. So now it's just Yeoman and Diamond Star Incorporated that's actually part of the super deal now.
Yeah.
And in other news, Mr. Firestone has been seen in weeks, and there's rumors of a hostile takeover from a rival company starting to begin.
So I'm assuming that given time, we're going to be given, piles of paperwork and things like that, or we're going to basically digitize paperwork to the anonymous email address.
Yeah.
So yeah, well, I'll start printing that out and I'll start. I'll print it all out, and I'll have the Spirits of Knowledge binding it into books and things like that, because I don't know how good the Spirits of Knowledge are on computers.
All right.
Yep.
Meanwhile,
I'm assuming they can Google something, but they might not be very good with advanced database.
Yeah.
Advanced database. So yeah. Sorry, Kiri. We've got to go. We've got to go anti-paper. We got to go papered for this office instead of paperless.
Oh boy.
Don't worry. You've got Spirits of Knowledge that can find exactly what you're looking for. Just ask them. They know exactly where it is.
Hey.
Say hello to Magic Google. So yeah.
Magic Google, where it will trace every single magical signature you've searched for, and it will somehow sell it to the Chinese.
Yep.
To magical China.
Yep. Oh,
Magic
also, Kiri, if are you going to explore the castle at all?
Yeah, I am.
On a break. Yeah. Where do you go? What parts of the castle would you try to explore? I'll try to explain what's there.
Okay, I'm trying to think what parts I've been to.
Obviously, the living quarters, because you've spent the night there, and they're comfy. They're very comfy.
I think I've been to the library at least once or twice.
Well, we've been working out of there most of the time. Obviously, you've been to the containment cells.
Is there anything like a dungeon of some sorts? Or those be the
Yes.
containment cells?
Well, the containment cells are down there, but there's basically two dungeons, quote unquote, that are separated from each other for good reason. There is the dungeon where they're keeping people contained, and that one is built in such a way that you actually have to go to a higher floor to get down to it. It's got an isolated staircase. Think of it built somewhat like a 3D maze. The castle's built somewhat like a 3D maze when it comes to going. Though for us, it's fairly simple because the spirits can take us through the shortcuts.
Okay. And that's dungeon 1.
Dungeon 2 is a combination of storage and storage, several vaults, kind of a secondary armory, because there's a main armory on one of the upper floors, and things like that.
Alrighty then.
So yeah, so basically think of it as a basement, like a basement storage.
Yep.
One of the vaults is opened, and you just see piles of gold and gemstones.
Well, if we want to catch leprechauns, those exist, right?
They're not called leprechauns.
So brownies.
No. There's a complex elven term for them. Leprechaun is just a simplified term. Think of them as as a combination of both a being and a spirit, they're a little weird. They're both at the same time.
I'm just going to take your word for that. 'Cause that magic just sounds complicated.
It's got its own rules. I mean, if you're ever curious, the school out there does kind of a general magic theory courses.
So Magic 101.
This is
Right,
No,
right here.
general magic theory. Magic 101 is actually a course there. Technically, it's called Fundamentals of Magic, but that's different. I'm talking more like seminars here.
That probably helped clarify a few things.
Yep. You obviously, see more suits of elven armor down there. You see elven weapons from varying ages, made of various materials as well. Leather, bone, leather bone. What else would there be? Leather bone, magic cloth, various metals. You see bronze sets. You see the silvery metal sets that you would presume is mithril. You even see steel. Yeah. Metallurgical analysis shows that it's pretty good, but doesn't compare to industrial produced steel. But for a medieval setting, it's quite well. You presume magic was involved in making it.
Most likely.
Yeah. Because, I'm assuming you actually know about crucible steel, where you take pig iron and wrought iron, you mix together, and you get a crude form of steel, otherwise known as I said, crucible steel.
Yep, that's what the first guns barrels were made from.
Oh, yeah. They could only make it in small amounts, but it was enough. Though technically, remember, a lot of gun barrels were still iron, and there were some that were made of bronze.
All right. Next day, you get 2 emails. You get one for your actual account and one for your burner account.
Actual account, who's sending it?
The FBI agent.
Got it. So they're trying to reach out to Geo. What's the message?
We have a problem. Another round of poisoning has begun in KFC.
Slowly takes off glasses, shaking. My God, they're targeting the chicken buckets.
And of course, obviously, the burner email is a bunch of PDFs for
scanned and photographed documents, things of that sort.
Yeah.
I'll basically have the information printed out, and then I'm just going to have the spirits of knowledge. I'm going to task them with collating all of them, and either making new books, either taking binders and putting it into those, or if it's critical information that needs to be held long term, they'll actually be creating new books with parchment and proper bindings. So they'll be working on that for a while.
All right, so I guess back to the hideout.
So yeah, so we'll go and meet with the FBI agents.
Yep.
So yeah, we'll.
I guess I could delete this one for the new one.
Yep. So yeah, we'll meet with the FBI agents. Also, guys, I'm not opposed to you if you guys want to chip into the castle. If you guys want to throw some points at that, just let me know what you want me to put in there.
Sure.
Yeah. Remember, one PowerPoint one is PowerPoints. Yeah, one PowerPoint equals 5 equipment points there.
Okay.
So let me know how many power points, and then tell me what you want in there, and I'll add it. I'll also tell you what currently it's got. Toughness is at 10. It's rank size huge. Conceal level 4. Defense systems, dual size tiny. Grounds, holding cells, library, living space, personnel, power system, sealed, security system at 5, maxed out, and a workshop. The only things that I could really think that we could add are like gym, garage, chapel, combat simulators, laboratories.
Which technically have a couple of those in the base, so
Well, yeah.
it's
So,
not
yeah.
it's not hurry. But anyway,
Yeah, exactly.
they just walked up to you, like, this is going to be interesting. She hits the
Oh.
big screen over here and shows you some files. Like, this is what we ran into this morning. And you see someone like eating like a bucket of eating like some chicken wings. And then, well, you see the movie, you see the Incredible Hulk, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They try to go to giant Hulk size and start smashing everything. But as the FBI is trying to subdue this person, they get sick and, well, die.
It could be magically based, but I would need samples to confirm.
And that's the trick. That's the trick. We actually tried to get samples, but it seems to be burned into the chicken. We suspect it's the oil of the chicken itself, but the employees, they're like, I have no idea what you're talking about.
So somebody ate the chicken there. They hulked out very publicly, leading to multiple dead FBI agents, and they're stonewalling you?
No, as in they don't know what they're talking about. They just got the chick. They just got it from their this what you then. This what you. Ah, I can't say words right today. Distributor.
So it came from their distributor.
Thank you. They
And
just
there's
said
no-
it just said it looks very strange because the box seems to be open, but not really. They didn't break the seal completely.
Do you have any samples I could try to scan?
Sure, go ahead. And
Keeping distance and going to use magic sight on it.
all right, so she brings out he brings out a bucket of a bunch of chicken and some oil. And here's the oil they use, and here's the special
37.
sauce. All right, 37. You find out it's actually all three of them combined. It shows that effect.
Wow. I've heard of magic like this before. Best way to just... How good are you on magic theory? He asked the
Me?
FBI agent. Yeah,
Oh,
he asked the FBI.
Me, not really. Obviously, my partner is a better magic theories because you know his job.
Do you know explosives?
Of course, I've been in the army before.
You know of a binary explosive, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah. This is the magic equivalent of it.
Ah, fuck.
You combine all three elements together. The elements themselves are effectively harmless. I mean, maybe some bad dreams or or odd bad luck for consuming one of these products. But combining them all together and activating them causes this effect.
So it's just got cut out one. It's got cut out the one out.
It also means that if somebody is if somebody isn't targeting high enough, if they're just messing with some of the supply, it could crop up anywhere when all three things inadvertently are present. This is really bad because I don't know if this is localized to just them. We do not know where in the chain these things have been tainted.
Ah, shit.
Because speaking, if I were an evil alchemist, I would target one specific facility that produces oil. Then I would choose another facility that is known its products are known to coalesce with the other ones for the chicken. I'll go to a chicken processing plant, taint one of those, and then I would taint the final food production facility that is used for the sauce. Thus, there is a chance that there are places that will only get two, but every once in a while you get a place that gets all three. Our options are very limited. We would have to potentially do a full recall on not just KFC, but other companies
That use that chicken or that brand.
Not just that.
Or that oil
Not
for
just
that matter.
that. Not just that. A sauce, a food product, and what it's cooked in are the three things affected. What else can be deep fried and dipped in sauce?
Fish.
Potatoes, onions.
Potatoes, onions.
So basically, we're going to have to go after the entire gastropub industry.
You'd have to go after quite a bit. We're talking about how many diners have deep fryers and offer French fries
Pretty
or fish and
much
chips.
overwhelming majority have them. Fryers at least.
Yes. How many restaurants are we talking here? Tens, if not hundreds of thousands across this nation. Then you'd have to worry about other nations because we don't know if this. So we're going to have to trace all of these back to the source, but I'm presuming that in this file is a copy of all of their invoices for recently. Yeah. Start scanning through it. How many different distributors are we dealing with here?
About 20. That tick all three.
Well, remember, it doesn't matter if they tick all three or not. We're dealing with unless somebody is targeting this. So, best case scenario, if someone's targeting this, then we've got a list of 20. Otherwise, of all the distributors and kind of also working, I'm assuming they've worked their way back to there's obviously the local distributor, then there's the regional and national distributors.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm assuming that the 20 are the local-ish and regional-ish ones that touch all three of these.
Yep.
Whereas, obviously the local and regional would be that, but the problem is once you get to the national chain, that's where things start to scatter. And also don't forget that the further you go back, there are ones that only do one of those things. They're also potentially targeted. So we have quite a few, but I might be able to trace these specifically, these ones back with magic, but it'll take time. And I'm gonna have they shut? Are we at the actual restaurant that it was affected?
Oh yeah, they shut that down a couple days ago.
I'm going to scan. I'm going to be.
They're still trying to clean up blood though, so yeah.
Yeah. I'll be scanning all of the supplies they have. I'm going to see and I'm going to check the dates. So I'm going to walk around with a clipboard. I'm doing inventory, boys.
All right.
So I'm going to do inventory, and how contaminated are we talking here, or is it just one specific shipment?
Let's just say this: if Gordon Ramsay expected this restaurant today, you'd just do an Amy Baking Company and just walk out.
It's all contaminated
completely.
Is there a start point that I can find?
Uh, you might actually ask. You might actually ask DigSec for this one because the scan because it's scantron because there's two scantrons, one for the starting date and one for the delivery date.
All right.
Yep.
Take a look at that and check out the starting and delivery dates.
All right, technology check. Well, two. Well, times two.
Oh, 2 rolls. Okay.
I helped. Guys.
All right.
That becomes a 24
All right.
then.
All right.
I can roll again for the second one. Yeah, I help on both.
All right. It got picked up from the regional. It got picked up from regional 5 days before. Obviously in refrigerated truck, of course. Sorry, not regional. Yeah, regional 5 days before, and didn't hit the restaurant till today. And the person poisoned it is 5 days apart as well.
Got it. So we have a possible origin point for the poisoning.
Same 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 same
So
thing with the same
it
thing with
was
the
the same.
sauce, and obviously the oil is a bit longer because it's oil. It doesn't have to be refrigerated.
Is there any cross? So was it a specific shipment that was affected, or was it
Uh,
multiple shipments? That's my big question.
a specific shipment.
Okay, good. Did that shipment come from a specific company?
Well, it's funny you say that. You actually you find out that the shipment is Firestoner. It's Firestoner Shipment Incorporated.
That was a fucking goblin, wasn't it?
Yep.
Okay, then. So we know that it goes back to this. I might be able to actually help trigger a recall. Does Geo know anyone in the national news industry? AKA, I'm using my my connected ability.
A couple of beat reporters that's looking for a scoop.
I'm looking for someone that is high enough up in a company that this can be a major news story on the basically kind of a mainline news
So
story,
pretty much a Perry Wright, if you will.
or a reporter that works one step below him. Because remember, you do have the anchors, and then they have like their team of reporters that work around. Looking for one of those guys.
All right. You find Dr. Andrew Height. Yeah, I know. Not nice like Korea, but I have to dig up his why.
Yep, that's fine. So I'm assuming that he'll pick up the line, Dr. Height.
Uh, yes. Hey, how you get this direct line?
It's Geo.
Oh.
You remember that? Remember that riot about? Remember that riot about a year and a half ago? The one that I pulled you out of.
Oh yeah, that's before I got proposed to head editor. But yeah, oh yeah, anything you need, you can ask.
I need you to convince the anchor you work for prime time to run a story. Mass poisoning being done by the Firestoner Corporation.
Give me a persuasion check.
Yep. And how serious are we talking here?
If it's mass poisoning, then it's going to be very
Obviously,
high.
it's not a simple favor, but are we talking about going up to like a DC 25 here? Because that's the kind of highest for the most complex.
Yeah, DC 25 because, like I said.
Do I get any bonuses for evidence that I have on hand?
Yeah, 5 for evidence because you actually have the evidence on hand.
Okay. Obviously I can't buy it because this is that. Because this is very important, I'm going to use a hero point. So if I roll below 10, I add 10 to it.
All right.
Well, I didn't need to do it, but hey.
Like, are you serious? Send us the evidence right away. We'll have this on 9 o'clock. We'll have this on breaking news story.
Yep. Listen. This came from an anonymous
source. I get it.
And that is close to a poisoning investigation. FBI is going to give you no comment, as usual. But combine that with the unusual behavior that's been happening with Firestoner Corporation, shouldn't be too hard to convince people.
Yeah.
Also, if you wouldn't mind, another small favor. Mention that Firestoner Firestoner also has been helping fund Ortega's presidential run.
That's right. I forgot about them. Guy has second partners. All right. We'll get this story right away.
So yeah, so what we're going to do is obviously, I would say that Kiri, you and I will do, and Pyre will do some additional investigation. We'll get back to the castle right before the news story hits.
Yep.
So yeah, when the news story hits, I'll So you guys want to do it in the living room, or do you want me to set up use the projector in the library?
I think the projector would be nice.
Okay, so we're back in the library with a projector. I've set up a couple of speakers so we can hear it.
Like, late breaking news story. It appears that the Firestoner Corporation, who's in the middle of a hostile takeover, is actually being charged with poisoning a bunch of, chicken, fried oil, sauces, various other corporations. Members of Firestoner Corporation who hasn't been drummed out yet are being rounded up and arrested right now. Are being rounded up and arrested. Some refuse to comment. Others cry that their lawyers will have them out within a week. The lawyers have also been arrested for some odd reason.
They're all being arrested for questioning at this point.
Well, think about it. It's pretty much national terrorism at this point.
Oh yeah,
and because
this woke up the anti-terrorism task forces.
Yeah, and because they're in the middle of a hostile takeover, they have no lawyers to defend them anymore because now that's left over to the other corporation. Obviously, they have no. After they back out, like, oh no, we have nothing to do with that. We just started taking over this company yesterday. You asked them for what happened.
Oh, knowing goblins, they're going to go, oh, we had no, obviously go, oh, we had no idea, but we'll totally buy the assets at auction for a fraction of the cost.
Oh yeah, of course.
So they're obviously cooperating as much as their lawyers will let them.
Yeah. Oh, the lawyers left town. The secretary.
The other goblins' lawyers.
The other goblins. Oh yeah, of course.
Yeah, they'll cooperate in as much as the lawyers will let them, which will probably be a decent amount based on their current filings and things like that. So.
Oh yeah, they're like, oh yeah, but we'll cooperate. We believe in it strong of it long as it doesn't affect our profits. But yeah.
Yeah, so I'm
Firestoner's corporation left town second all this just started to descend.
They grabbed what they could and ran to non-extradition nations, didn't they?
Pretty much. As soon as they go, FBI, open up! Like, oh, fuck!
Yeah. So, and how's Ortega's campaign responding to this? This has to hurt him. This is a major scandal.
And now a word from President Jack Ortega.
presidential candidate. Yep.
We have come across the and yes, the is actually purpose for once. We have come across little. We don't support the Firestoner Corporation in any way, shape, or form. As a hero, you know my job is to stop this. My vice president has already separated himself from the corporation. We have no idea who or what he is working for or what their aim is. But goblins should not be trusted.
Mr. Ortega, question.
Yes, what is it?
Question. Why did Mr. Yelran distance himself before this news broke? Did he have inside information that this company was involved in illegal activities?
That's what I have. No, he says that he says that the that the Yeoman Corporation, along with the Diamond Store Incorporated, and the Firestoner Corporation values do not line up. So
Then why did they get involved with each other in the first place?
it was a money deal. It 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 looks like it's going to be a very good business partnership, but looking closer and closer, they realize that there's no way the virus could line, especially with a viable pop star like the Diamond Star.
Well,
She's a national.
Well, it seems like your running mate got involved with this company before doing all of his research. Does that not reflect poorly on both him as a VP choice and your choice, and in you choosing him to be your vice president?
Not at all. The goal must remain the same: to elevate humans and all creatures above their stations. We were. Admittedly, of course, we're going to make some mistakes along the way. But don't worry. The mistakes will be taken care of, and we'll run on to the next bearable corporation.
Yeah.
Any other questions?
Seems like the blood in the water. You do not want blood in the water with reporters, man.
Oh yeah, you also really also heard that Diamond Star itself is trying to fend off questions as well, because remember she's part of it as well.
Yep.
Oh, I have nothing to do with this. They're all my business partners. I like
So, what hashtags are currently trending on Twitter?
Firestar poisoned, um Firestar poison, and a couple of questions about Diamond Star herself.
Yeah.
As well as dump victory, as in Jack's superhero name is Victory.
Ortega's superhero name is Victory.
Yeah.
Got it. So basically, he's getting a backlash.
Yeah, him and Diamond Star's getting backlash since they're connected to this company.
Yeah.
And Yeoman kills.
Yeah. Oof. Gio's going to kind of float over the college campus. Is there currently an active protest?
Kind of. Unfortunately, they're trying to storm Alexa's room as we speak.
Wait, they're actually trying that?
Well, he is a Gilman.
Yelran, got it. Yeah, Gio just literally drops and causes a small earthquake standing in between them and the in that room, and just kind of stares the crowd down.
You're going to arrest her herself? Yeah, her father's part of it. We heard the news.
Her father is part of it, but is she? Last time I checked, she was cut off.
And that's when her mother steps in, like, listen, my little girl was cut off. Don't don't blame it on her. If anything, blame me for marrying that man in the first place. Yeah.
Now all of you return to your studying. We don't need you don't want to give him a sympathy vote now, do you? By attacking his daughter who is uninvolved? Giving him the perfect opportunity to scoop her back up into his arms, use her to attack this school.
They just look at it as like, well, persuasion definitely is going to be needed.
I do have what was it? A status. Does that
I
give me
would say,
any
yeah, about to
bonuses?
say about 5 because of your already status.
Don't.
Oh, boy.
Well, I fucked up the roll.
Oh, okay.
26.
They look at it as like, let's go. So yeah, they're quietly and slowly finding their way back to campus.
Yeah.
Well, back to their studies.
Yeah.
Like,
Don't worry, they won't come back.
ah,
They're
thank you.
angry. They're angry.
My
It's
ex-husband.
understandable.
My ex-husband. I don't know what to do about him.
Leave him to us. We'll deal with it. We already took down his partner. Probably lost him a good amount of money doing that too. And have shown people the truth of what Ortega and his little posse are up to. That it's no good. We've bought him some time. He's on the defensive for now. Go be with your daughter. Help guide her to a better path.
Thank you again. And
I'm merely doing my duty and my job.
he bows it. She bows and walks away back to her dorm. Well, her daughter's dorm.
Yep.
Ah,
She is just gonna keep floating around campus, keeping an eye on things, letting people know I'm watching. I'm watching all of you.
what was your? All right, what are the others going to do right now? Kiri?
Yeah.
All right, what are you going to do?
Going to see, like, considering that how apparently they got off earlier, maybe see if there's some way I could use this to try and like pin this that there was some insider trading between the fire starters and the vice presidential candidate, which in turn could possibly throw off the election for him for a while.
All right, technology check.
Plus whatever bonuses you got from having all that information.
All right, so 5, so that's pretty much good, more than good enough. Oh yeah, that's. Let's just say the Eddie Murphy rule.
Yeah.
That's what's been going on for the last couple of years between these two partners. In other words, they know someone in current government that helped with the insider trading. Ooh, the plot thickens.
Yep.
Yep.
All right, so so they know there's very insider trading. What are you gonna do?
How to bring this to light?
Whoops! I dumped it on 4chan and Reddit, and I hacked the New York Times front page by accident. Whoops!
Meanwhile, the other president candidate, Bobby Roosevelt, is like, I've never been so ashamed of my running mate, of my rifles partner in all my life. This isn't what a man does. With me and my running mate, which we're still just trying to decide what's going to be president, what's going to be vice president, we will make
Wow.
sure that
That's a weird ticket.
well, they're both manly men, so no one wants to surrender to the other quite yet. But
Well, it sounds like they're still in the middle of the primaries.
their own personal primaries. Technically, what you call it is still the running. It's still the actual president.
Yeah. Yep.
But between Jackson and Roosevelt, yeah, no one's that. Yeah, even if Jackson is the official president, they're still going. They're still trying to work things out to see who has the most power. But yeah, Bobby Roosevelt is like, once we become president, we'll have a full investigation on all of this, on the Yelran Corporation, on what's left of the Firestoner Corporation, and on Jack Ortega himself, and maybe the diamond, and maybe 1 second because I have her real name, and maybe Ariel Avara herself. Ariel Avara's Diamond Star's real name. Like, once we get, like, to make sure that your president candidate is safe and secure, as well as to take down the vile poisoner who started all of this, whoever they may be. So yeah, that's going on right now.
This might make for an interesting election season. Any other ways we could think of potentially messing up the election? It doesn't put shade on.
Of course, Yum is like, I have no idea what you're talking about. This has been a fabricated lie designed to destroy my election at my weakness moment. But we assure you, justice will be found. And I guess, Pyro, what you doing?
Cleaning. Stretching. Something. Like that.
Alright, while Pyro's sitting there. Oh, that's right, you're in the castle, so yes, you're pretty much can't be approached right now. Oh, that's right, Gio's in the city. Gio, you're waved down by Margaret. Geo?
Seawall.
Alright, Carrie, you found some inside information, you linked it to the Times. Of course, they're trying to verify the story. Obviously,
And of course,
Reddit, and obviously Reddit, and the, obviously Reddit doesn't have a verified story, so even if even if you didn't get the public news just yet, you got the young people, you got the internet news with hashtags such as Fire as Yeoman Steals and Firestar Yeoman Corporation and Yeoman's a cheat. And of course the air movie role because, that's pretty much what happened. And I wish you and Lola actually walks up to you. Oh, hey, have you ever seen Geo? She's talking to you, Gary.
Could you repeat?
Hey, has anyone seen Geo?
Can't say I have. Just disappeared.
Well, I think I found the demon he's looking for. She drops a book and points out the demon called Baylor.
Alrighty. I'll hold on to that, and when I see him, I'll give him the book.
Just be careful. He's not only a demon. He's a demon. He's a demon king, and prone to very, very violent tendencies.
Got it.
So be careful.
So do not open the book. Got it.
Well, let him know that what happened. Let him know what I found out.
Will do.
Hello?
I said will do.
All right. Why do you have a headless robot, by the way?
Uh, robot we came across kind of did a bit of some modifications to her. So she's a bit more human looking, but does have a good bit of armament within her arms. Left arm being a chain gun, right arm working to make a plasma rifle.
Ah, okay. I'm going to look at the sky for a little bit. It's been a while since It's been a while since I've seen the stars.
Yep. Have fun with that.
Thank you.
Try not to stab yourself.
Why do I do that? I'm not my. Let me get this thing straight. My entire family is crooked. If I could get back into if I could get back into the history of our family, that little thing right there is nothing compared to the miles and miles and miles of bloody and backstabbing paperwork that's going that lie. Wait a second. You know technical, do you?
Yeah. Pretty technically adept.
And she comes across with a big scar on her face. That's like we're gonna be best buddies. I don't. She gives you her passwords. She gives you your login and passwords. Now, unfortunately, it's been disabled. But if you could hack into the system to enable it again, ooh, the fun we could have.
Okay. I'll do what I can. And I'll go start about getting ready to do that.
All right. All right.
Let me
All
get
right.
into the government stuff.
All right. You find some crazy back doors. but I managed to get her to log back, but I managed to restore her password.
Alright, and there. You should be able to restart your password now.
Say again?
I was saying, alright, you should be able to restart your password now.
Alright. Boom, 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 boom. And you see even and you see this files already, but you didn't see it's all the bloody ledger. It's a bloody ledger of people that had assassinated, killed, or otherwise disabled, late, including Yeoman's former wife. That's well, like I said, it's a bloody ledger.
Yep. That it is.
Assassinations, kidnappings, extortion from both the new and the old world. Like the only assassination that isn't complete is, well, here's a little backstory. Margaret was once a sniper working for Yeoman, and she is assessed, and she's been assigned to kill what would be her husband. Obviously, she never went through with it.
Yeah. They'd say she didn't go through with it.
Yeah, so now there's an assassination attempt on. So now there's a recent order for an assassination attempt on her. That's the last order she. That's the last order he filed out from Young himself before the company takeover before the company takeover begins. Like,
Probably should text her to let her know, Margaret, to know she has a contract on her head.
like,
Try and send her like an
like
SMS.
if she doesn't like, and note the target is to kill Rachel Rachel Mercedes and and Alexis Yeoman and their significant others. If she doesn't go with as well as her husband, if she doesn't go through with this, then I will tell her. Then I'll have another assassin take out her head, as well as her husband's head, for betraying me and disrespecting me for the last time. I let her go, but now it's personal. I let you live your little fantasies. Now it's back to reality.
Yep. Definitely forwarding this information to her.
Well, you actually have to find her first. Well, we don't exactly have her contact information.
Good point.
Unfortunately, our Seaboy can't get us outside the castle either.
Yeah,
So
kind of
I'm
needed
going
for
to take
this.
a quick lunch break until she gets back.
All right.
Anyone there? Hello? Hey, boy.
Hello.
Hello.
Rawr.
Hey, you're back.
Uh,
But you can see Candace on this. You see a new improved Candace when you walk in. Now she's an android with no head. Fortunately, we actually still need Seawall because everyone's trapped in this place and they can't get out to warn people.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
mhm.
Let me see now. Alright, so I guess to catch up to the story, Mr. Firestar, Mr. Firestone is a Mr. Firestone is a red cap, though he got taken out easily because although he dodges easily, he, he's not exactly tough. Well, it hasn't. So he's locked up because obviously you don't want the psychotic killer with magic weapons to to be into the regular prison system. So he's locked up in Seawall's little dungeon. Um,
That's not got any complications to it.
what else? Mr. Firestone has been very, very, very bad in cheating. As in, he pulled out the Ellie Murphy rule of Mr. Firestone starter. And the boy made let's just say an anonymous check to one of Mr. Firestone's rivals. So on top of having an investigation on him because they're connected to the poisoning, he also they also have a they're also being taken over as we speak. And yeah, obviously that reflects back on yesterday Yelran very, very, very hard. And Dead said found the and Dead said and his sister, Mr. Lola Yelran, has found the bloody journal. You can pretty much tell what kind of things go into a bloody journal, if you know what I mean. So obviously Max is sitting in the living room like, ooh, the plot thickens. Hey mom, look at this. He's talking to you, Siri.
Oh my god, he thinks I'm his mother. Oh no, what have we done? We've broken him.
Well, technically, you broke him.
I mean, I don't know. Eh. I'm not fully here.
Ah.
I'm gonna have to leave in a few. I just popped in to listen. I said I was busy, dude.
Alright, no problem.
I did give you heads up on that.
Thinking like until Seawall gets here, we're kind of at a stuck point.
Say again?
Thinking that
Indeed.
until Seawall gets here, we're kind of like at a stuck point. Kind of feels like that.
Yeah. Since you all trapped in this castle, yeah, else I could have worked around it. Unfortunately, the only person I can walk around is Zero because she's outside the castle. Say again?
Somewhere in the universe series just chatting about how they're all nerds.
Well, actually, you can pretty much go in once there. You have another poisoning this time in KFC. Yeah, but yesterday we have one who we already suspect was a warlock.
Oh no, did they poison the McDoubles?
Basically, if it hasn't prior, then yeah.
Oh, you're finally back.
I was here for the last few minutes.
Yeah, we said we're pretty much stuck because I was in the castle.
This is Kiri talking, not Seawall.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I think Ty's breaking.
I'm broken right now. But yeah,
Ty, sweetie.
they pretty
Ty,
much
sweetie.
they pretty much poisoned the fryer oil, the chicken, and the spices themselves.
No! I was really hoping it was just the McDoubles. Only McDoubles.
Of course, the McDoubles are going to be part of that list.
Or just the Mega Legs. But no, just that. Only that sandwich they're poisoning.
So yeah,
That would be the funny thing.
So yeah, pretty much what happens is they
I'll
go
need
to
some return.
the first turn to a 12 hold for about 5 to 10 minutes, smash everything, and then die. Unfortunately, smashing everything means smashing everything, including puny humans. A lot of FBI agents died in those fights, as well as cops and stuff like that. So yeah, you're pretty much on. So yeah, Siri pretty much on free reign to now until Seawalk gets back. So what are you going to investigate first? Obviously, you don't know the Blade Pioneer stuff because the Blade Ledger stuff because well, Kira's still trapped in the castle.
Hmm.
think they became candidates because their entire accomplice would be screwed up as well. I guess we can end it for the day until T-Wall gets back.
Yeah. Yeah, so you are.
Yeah.
I said, yeah. Have a good one. And
Right.
see you at 7 at Diplo for possibly the final episode of Grants.
I think people left, but yeah.
Yeah.